Oh, I did. It actually, I just saw it say reconnecting. It totally did drop for a second. That's weird.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Huh. That happens. I've seen it happen to other streamers. Sometimes Twitch
Yep.
just craps itself or OBS craps itself, but then it reinitiates. Well, we're all still here.
Yep, that's true.
Well, hopefully you can see it now.
Not yet. It has not loaded in yet.
Oh? Did you like
No.
refresh the page and it's still not showing online?
There it goes. Alright.
Anybody else having that issue? Is anyone in chat?
It went offline, but it's back.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I was waiting on the page to reload. And then now it's reloaded, but now I'm in the middle of an ad, so...
Where did all these extra people come from? Well, hi. Currently, we were taking a very brief break, and the stream crashed, and it just came back. And we're about to continue some D&D, but we were showing off to our friend Ash here our little Warhammer reactive PNGs we got for when we're playing Warhammer games.
Which I am. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So I see... Okay, cute.
Yeah. And yeah, they alternate, and Manny's stuff lights up, and me and Seb, we open our mouths and we talk. That kind of thing. Typical PNG tuber stuff, but I just thought they were fun. Good art.
I like it. I can always respect art.
Yeah.
You know? Because it's not easy.
Art.
It is not easy.
And now
sorry
we're
for
back.
my crunching. I grabbed some crunch things. Because my stomach was grumpy. And I was like, you know what? I know what will settle this. Salt and carbs.
So, great news that you missed when you stepped away. Sir Pluto here, after doing all of this big grandstanding and intimidation and all of that, goes to swing his first swing at Bono and rolled a natural one.
And completely killed my boner.
Yeah, I saw that.
My fair boner. So, because D&D is lovely in that way, we are going to carry through with this new lovely idea of everyone pitch what you think is the best, funniest, or most fitting thing that you think should happen to Sir Pluto for having rolled a 1. Seb suggested that his shield gets caught in the wind and gets pulled off his arm, thrown behind him.
Does he actually have a shield, or is it just the model that has a shield?
Nope, they all do actually have shields.
Oh.
The ones with a point of note, just to make clarification, the reason I use different models for certain ones, 1, he is unique, so that's why his is different. 2, all of the guys with crossbows look exactly the same as the normal knights. They just currently have crossbows out, so that's why I use that model.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
That's cool.
What's up?
There's a 5th level spell called Wall of Stone.
Ooh, that does sound
And if you, I mean, there's a lot to it, so I'm not going to read all of it, but if you hold the spell for the entire duration of concentration, if I hold the concentration for the whole duration of the spell, the wall becomes permanent and can't be dispelled. Otherwise, the wall disappears when the spell ends. Yeah.
That's actually really cool. Yeah. That's neat. So back to this present moment. That's Seb's suggestion. My suggestion, I like that suggestion, admittedly. My suggestion was going to be something akin to like, he just goes to swing, like, because I described before he did the attack that he was doing it overhand, that he swings down to hit Bono, but Bono dodges it, or he misses, whatever, and the sword gets embedded in the ground, so it's like stuck for a moment, and he's got to pull it out. So it just kind of adds weight to the swing, but he missed, so there's a downside still. He's got to spend an action or something to try and free his sword.
Right.
Either of you guys have a recommendation or thought?
He trips on his stomping rampage to Bono. And falls oh so elegantly, mouth first, onto Bono.
Oh no.
Okay. He just gets a face headbutt kiss?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Got it. Bono? Manny? Reference?
I kind of... I have two ideas.
Pick your best one.
I mean, either work for me. I don't think this one will... Anyway, the wind catches his shield as he swings, and it blows him backwards into the water.
Just
Or
carries him all the way back.
yeah.
That is funny.
Or because I can't choose, it gives me a chance to step back, or he falls prone in the process. I don't know.
Okay. So,
Whatever benefits me the best.
well, that's not really the point of this, but
I know.
it is a group vote, and I hope we all vote with encouraging the best told story. So, does he lose his shield and it gets flung back behind him? Does he manage to suddenly gain too much momentum in the wind and fall forward and just accidentally kiss Bono? Does he overhand swing and get his sword stuck in the ground? Or does the weight of the wind and his shield suddenly cast him and just get caught in the wrong way and throw him all the way back in the water?
Hey, chat, if you exist, please vote as well.
Yeah,
Please.
by all means. Seb, what is your vote? I say everyone pick your top two, and we'll pick whichever one has the most.
Well, obviously, I like mine because I've given
Of
mine
course.
UAC,
Maybe we make maybe we should make the rule you're not allowed to vote for your own.
Aww.
Yeah.
That makes sense, because otherwise you're going to end up with a tie. Or just stupid stalemates.
Then I like he falls face first and kisses.
Okay.
That is also my vote.
Okay.
I was gonna say I kind of liked him getting his shield yanked back and him getting blown over.
And I was going to go with, for the sake of the story, just losing his shield. So it looks like the trip kiss works. It's the one that
yeah.
What did chat say?
Chat has not responded yet. And that's okay.
I was hoping that you would choose that he got blown into the water.
That is A-okay.
Oh.
Your silence is unappreciated.
Well...
By the way, your screen is still on the Be Right Back screen.
Oh, it's not on my end. Did you pause it by chance? Because I'm definitely seeing everything moving normally on OBS on my end.
Let me check, and no, it's not. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I don't know what my... Oh, and now you're... Okay. Well...
Don't worry about it.
Well, I had it up for chat, so...
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's not like it matters for the video part, but...
Yeah,
anyway...
On my
Yeah.
screen.
Cool.
Sorry.
You're good.
Trying to be helpful and failing miserably.
It's okay. I appreciate the attempt. The intent, maybe that's the word I was looking for. All right, well, Pluto marches, goes to do a swing, and gets caught in the wind yet again, right at the last second, slips, and smashes his face into Bono's. Not in a damaging way, just in an accidental, uncomfortable fumble.
Into my what?
Your face.
How's my face down there? He's 5 foot.
It's true.
And you know what is down there, though?
I never specified what he was kissing.
He just stumbles forward and does that thing where his head's just like resting on your chest and his hands are there.
That's what I'm also gonna go with.
My fear.
His head hits your chest and he looks up at you briefly, and it's just like, what the fuck? And pushes back. Up.
Does that break the fear, or is he still?
I also have
now
question.
have.
You know what? Because the story's funny. Yeah.
The boner that would be is gone.
Because the story's funny, I will give you your check early. Go ahead and make your charisma check and see. Or I think is it wisdom? Yeah, it's just make your wisdom. Shit.
I think it was...
Recovering from frighten, I think is a wisdom. Yeah. Go ahead and make your wisdom check to see if you succeed in not being frightened anymore.
Let me know when my guidance is gone. I win.
I mean, winning is subjective, but yes, that does beat your... Yes, that
I got
does.
+4 to that.
Alright, cool. Then yes, you're good. All right, you are no longer frightened. You were very briefly very worried, and now you're not. And I think that fits the story. Don't forget, you still have inspiration if you really need it.
That's true.
All right, well, that goes.
That was so entertaining.
Thank you.
The
So
DM, I award the DM a point of inspiration.
why? Thank you.
Well,
You know the Warhammer Wrath and Glory literally has a system for the game master to also have inspiration. It's literally called Wrath and Glory. One's for the players, one's for the DM. It's a neat system. Anyway.
I give you wrath.
Yes.
I give you glory.
You get Wrath die and Glory die. Anyway, we'll get to that some other day. So, that was simply his first mistake. However, this man has way too many attacks per turn.
Fuck.
No.
He can attack you 3 times per turn.
What?
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever read
Jesus.
multi-attack and it says makes more than 2. I was expecting to read the word 2. It doesn't. It says 3.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So he goes to swing his sword at you again. And this time, if I roll a 1, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I'm gonna die laughing.
Oh wow, or I could do the polar opposite.
Okay,
Oh,
I guess
no.
I'll die.
No.
Or he could roll a nat 20. This guy's just, all he is
He's
is
a tank.
critical. He is a critical character. He has successes and failures, and that is all.
It was a
Alrighty,
pain,
well, that's
that
rough.
First attack.
Yeah,
That's rough, buddy.
Hey Manny, your AC's 12?
Yeah.
I think this is a hit.
Lord Jesus.
Lord Jesus, and he's about to do so much damage. You don't even want to know.
Oh God. Oh
Oh
Lord.
no.
All right, well, let's go ahead and roll for his base. Let's go ahead and roll for the part of his damage where I'm just rolling. So,
7.
plus, right, I should have, I guess, not rolled that publicly, but oh well. Plus 5.
No.
Listen,
So-
I want to see how quickly Bono
do.
just gets eviscerated by an
So-
attack.
It does 12 initially, and then because of a special condition, it also does an extra
my God.
5, so 15, 16, 17. And then he rolled a crit, which I normally just do max damage dice, plus you get to roll again. So, just gonna add another 12 to that. So, because his normal damage is 2d6s. So, that was 17 plus
Bono?
12, that's a 29.
Bono, it was nice knowing
I'm
you.
At 34
So,
out of 69.
Bono, I'm gonna say
Damn.
You're
he
hurt.
pushes off from you with his shield arm and does a stab motion with his greatsword, and he catches you somewhere in the stomach. Like, cuts the side of your stomach.
Am I disemboweled?
You are open, yes. You are not.
God.
You are not guts spilling out, but you are that level of open, I would say, most likely, yes. Oh, he's not a spider anymore. He came out of spider form.
Don't cough.
Yeah,
Whatever.
he's
you
back
do.
in his proper full demon form. Yes. He had to do that to cast his other spells and such. Alrighty. And then he gets to attack you again.
Oh, shit.
Which, what is your AC again?
12. Tell me somehow he fucked up.
I tied it.
Ah,
Do we want to go for the rest of the game? Aggressors or defenders win ties.
Good question. In this situation, I certainly would love to be the defender.
How about you want to just roll a d20 and combat each other? But I would say defend because obviously, you know.
For the sake of speed going forwards, just having one or the other always be the case is better.
Let's just say defend just then.
Okay. Defenders win ties. Alright, that's how we'll handle it. You just barely managed to deflect his next swing with your own sword, Manny. Wait, do you
No,
have your
I don't
sword?
have a
What weapon?
sword out
Okay,
yet.
what do you? Okay, so you're just hands and
My
spells,
claws, yeah.
claws. All right, I will say that you just dodge it then.
Sweet.
All right, good dodge, good dodge. And that is Sir Pluto's turn.
I'm gonna die.
You might. It is now the guard that was down in the corner looking for Bono this whole time's turn.
No.
This knight, after hearing all the commotion, turns and is like, someone got past me. Oh my god, I fucked up. I knew I heard something.
Plato's gonna kill me.
Yeah, basically.
He's just gonna shoot me in the face or the wing.
He is gonna shoot you with a heavy crossbow. Your AC is still 12?
It
doesn't change?
It is. Yep.
That's a hit.
I'm gonna die.
Manny, from somewhere off in the distance to your right, you hear a thump. Thump.
It's like, my bowels.
Yeah. Or our
My wing.
Game Grumps fans. Thump. 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 And an arrow lands embedded in your forearm.
Oh no.
Oh.
We'll say your upper arm, your right upper arm.
Oh, that's my favorite one.
That's my Jerkoff bomb.
Oh my god. God.
I mean, it could have been.
I'll never tell.
You don't happen to have resistance to piercing damage, do you?
I am not a lycanthrope.
I didn't think so. You take 8 damage. Sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You are probably this is probably a
I'm
bad
bloody.
position for you.
Yes, I am bloodied.
I wasn't expecting this fight to go well for you guys. You saw it and chose to come in here.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good.
You're like, you know what? We've fought a lot of like groups of things in 2s. We've not fought 8 yet. Let's try it.
Well,
I'm really
the last
curious.
term,
Uh-huh.
not
Because
last term.
I feel
You did
like,
fight a bunch of ghouls, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a while since Vera and I have gotten to do anything. Like,
That's because the reason is because we
It
Wait,
got
what's wrong with-
reset at one point. Oh yeah, because there's Garm.
Yeah, hold on.
yeah. So I'm
Garm
thinking,
started the. How did that happen? I've literally clicking next, and just cycling through them. There's Bono. There's both of you. Just a lot of
Yeah.
knights.
I think it's just a lot of knights, and we're just slowly cycling through everyone.
Yeah, I think that's
It's
also the
because-
case.
In the middle of us taking our turns.
That's
once
when initiative
combat-
started. Yeah.
Yeah, like once combat initiated. we
Oh, yes, it wasn't Garm's turn. Yeah, it didn't start on Garm. It started on the knight that kicked Garm's thing, and Manny's the one who did the big push. So yeah, you guys you're not. Yeah, that's
Got
it. It's
it.
just taking a while
Okay.
to get through the turn orders. Yeah, this is what happens when you get a lot of characters in a fight in D&D. It just can
Got
feel
it.
like that sometimes. Yeah, Garm,
Got it.
the reason Garm got to go outside of initiative order was because he held an action. He readied his reaction to people interacting with him.
Right.
And then one of the knights during his turn did that. That's why he got to go already, basically. That was technically his turn from last turn, essentially, before the full initiative started.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I just was puzzled because I was like,
Yes.
Damn,
I
it
completely
seems
understand it. Yeah.
I was like, it seems like Bono could really use a second person over there.
Yeah, he could. Or 4 or more.
I know, right?
Well, if I could just take one step back. Actually, no, I can handle this. It just, I need it to be my turn.
Yep, you just gotta survive to your turn. Alright, so this knight fired his crossbow at hello brain, hi, at Bono. There we go. And I'm going to say he moves 5, 10, 15, 20 feet over to here and then goes to reload his crossbow. And that will be his turn.
Cool.
It is now Garm's turn proper. Garm, have fun. What do you like to
Okay.
do?
Barbarian Rage.
Ah,
Oh.
yes. Your
At the sight
character
of
with the
Bono.
glowing red eyes and the light on you. You look way intimidating in the board right now. Go ahead. Sorry.
At the sight of Bono getting literally almost eviscerated.
Mm-hmm.
Barbarian Rage. And I'm gonna attack. So, if I don't move, I get an extra attack, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Still,
Yeah.
we're still using basically my house rule for people who don't know. I've just felt it helps D&D combats like this specifically move along quicker, and for people to feel less like their turn didn't do anything. It's a 2-action economy, and one of those actions can be used to use your movement, or you just can use a second action in your turn. If you stand still, you can do 2 things at a time. Done.
Okay.
And I just feel like that's a way to make combat quicker in D&D. Go ahead.
I have extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna move. So that means I get 3 attacks.
Correct.
Which means 6 weapon
Yep.
swings.
That is correct. You get to do some nonsense because you're offhanding. You gonna focus one of these knights into the ground? You gonna take turns?
Oh yeah.
Who's your target?
Break my spell, number of times, blah. Okay. So I'm gonna go for the man that I was targeting. So he is. I'm just gonna roll all the attacks, and we'll go from there.
Okay, sure, we can do that. So these are
3
all
wave
of your.
attacks.
So these are all of your wave attacks. Got it. Main hand. Got it.
So
Including
one
a nat
is
20.
Yes.
Very good.
So my first attack is a 6 plus 9, so that's
15.
15.
All right. That one's a miss, but the other 2 are both hits.
Yeah. Now the offhand. Jesus, throw him into the oblivion. A 13 by itself because there's no bonus for that.
Okay. So all 3 of your offhands unfortunately miss. Plate armor.
Cool.
They don't miss it. They just bounce off of plate armor. 1 or 2 of them might miss, but more or less you land some blows and armor does its work.
So clink, wave glances off the shield. The great sword comes in. He dodges to the side.
Yes.
Second attack. I rolled a nat 20 with wave.
Accurate. So, which one are you attacking? Close to the wall or to your right?
The same dude. The guy closest to the wall.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Good choice.
Blah blah blah. Just double checking, make sure wave doesn't have anything ridiculous. Critical hits.
Actually, yeah, I was also thinking that. I kind of felt like in the back of my mind, I'm like, does it? I think it does.
Okay. If you score a critical hit with wave, the target takes extra necrotic damage equal to half of its point maximum. Nice.
That's so insane. I knew it had something, and I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, wave does something cool on a crit. You curse it to the shadowy depths of the ocean. It basically just loses half of its max HP.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking sick. All right.
Well, for one, so it takes half its health in just necrotic damage.
Yep.
Hold up a second. So, the Wave Father claims you, and then obviously, that happens.
Sounds good.
He takes max damage there, so that would be 12 damage plus 5. So that's 17.
Are you rolling your actual dice?
No,
or you're taking your max damage dice. Got it.
I'm just doing the max damage real quick.
Yes,
so that's,
okay.
Now,
max damage plus roll. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's max damage. So I get a plus 2, which seems wrong, but no, that's right. Max damage plus 2 plus 3 for my rage, which is 17. Now I'm rolling the actual dice. Do I still roll for the rage damage? Okay. You say yes.
I am gonna go with yes for sake of clarity. I'm just gonna say any damage you do, a crit, you get all of the bonuses maxed, and then you make a normal roll on top of that. A crit's basically the equivalent to you hit him in the head, you nailed him in the throat, like that kind of thing.
So 17 plus, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 11. So 17 plus 11.
All right, that's 28. Correct? Yep, I can do math.
28.
All right, I have great news. With this single crit of wave, you instantaneously kill this man in one blow.
Nice.
Christ.
So, would you like to describe how this man dies? And I will even be generous enough to let your final hit roll over to your second target, because you would have killed this guy on your second attack and then done the rest of your attacks as you rolled them.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I wasn't rolling all against him. I just wanted to get all the rolls out the way.
That's fair. Fine by me. So how does this man die by wave?
So as I stab with wave, I call out, "The wave father consumes all," and then obviously like wave, let's say wave, just like water kind of like looks like it appears and washes over this man, burning him. It seems like, and the man just let's say falls, just gets drenched by this fake real wave and just falls over a couple feet backwards.
Generates magic faux water.
Yes.
Sure. And blasts him back some. Yeah, we can do that.
And hopefully frightens the other person beside him.
Arr. Oh, that guy got royally fucked. And is dead. Unfortunately, since you killed the man in one strike, I'm gonna give you that and all of your bonuses to that. You don't get life steal out of wave, do you? I mean, you're at full health anyway, so I don't think it matters.
No, I'm not at full health. I'm slightly below full health.
Oh, are you? Okay. You guys ran straight here from dealing with other problems.
This is true.
And then we can also go ahead and roll for damage on your second attack hitting the second knight.
Wave says hello. So 5 plus 5 is 10.
Okay. And that strikes true. I will say you clip and pierce the armor on one of his arms, and it breaks away. And you make a purchase in his arm with some part of the trident. Okie dokie. So that is your turn then, yes? You went ape ham and made a guy explode with water magic?
Just double checking. Oh my god. Well, I mean, not that it matters, but I just have to check this because it'll make the turn even more insane.
Yep. Good stuff.
Oh dear.
That's how we like our turns in D&D.
Brutal criticals. I can roll one additional weapon die when determining the extra damage for a critical hit with a melee attack.
Nice. Barbarian feature, I presume?
Yeah, it's just a barbarian. I mean, he dies regardless, but
yes.
He just takes an unreasonable amount of damage.
The entire head of wave went through him, is what you're saying. He didn't get impaled by the 3 prongs, just the entirety of wave went through this man.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
He just bam.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
The knight at the other end of the room screams, "Gerald!"
I love her!
They're brothers in arms.
Oh dear.
I mean, maybe they are lovers. They've got a lot of beds in here.
They're probably all men.
You'd have to investigate to find out. You'd have to interrogate someone. Maybe magically read their minds. I don't think you're finding that out right now.
No.
Okay.
Or, with Rafe's unfortunate ability, you could just sniff the air.
Yeah, if it was recent. You definitely got that from Snarla. But you're not getting that from here.
Nor do I want to.
Yeah, from here it actually probably just kind of smells like a dock would. Like a dock city area. This is like there's clearly fishing and shit going on, and there's flowing water that's actually natural.
I just have a horrific horrific thought. Where are they going to the toilet?
Yeah.
Because if they're going to the toilet in the water, poor Vera.
Who knows? On top of that, by the way, you may have wondered, where the hell does this water coming from? It seems to flow in a circle. Hey, Rafe, you have good enough perception passively that I think you would have noticed it for sure, and you were the only one not just kind of laying. You're the only one who took the river normally. Everyone else was either, like, hiding inside of their kayak or flailing through the water. Way at the back, that last bend before the cave straightens out, there is a smaller channel. There's two of them feeding into the river from outside somewhere that way. So you can kind of get an idea that is where the river is fed from. That is where the fish are probably getting in, and possibly bugs like spiders.
My turn is over, by the way.
Cool. All right. It is now this guy's turn. Oh boy, is it sure a problem. This guy turns and looks at Bono as his closest threat and sees Sir Pluto and sees that Bono has already got an arrow in him and is already bleeding, and he's like, all right, Pluto's got this. My captain has this, and turns back to Bono.
To Garm.
Or Garm. God damn, brain. I don't know why I keep doing that. And basically just goes back to readying his first line of sight intended direction of attack and fires across the room at Garm. Garm, can you please remind me of your AC?
17, baby.
Thank you. Oh, excuse me. All right, this guy rolled an unnatural 20. And
that's unfortunate.
Garm, you feel an arrowhead bite into your skull.
Hey, look, a new horn.
Thunk. But since it had to pass through your helmet first, you only take 2 damage.
Cool, I take half.
Oh, right, yeah, true, Jesus, you only take 1 whole point of damage. You're ridiculous. For those unaware, Garm, our undead skeleton minotaur, is also cursed with lycanthropy. Because
that
that's
doesn't
fun.
make sense because I'm undead, but we're not gonna go into that.
Yes, this is my choice as a DM. He got cursed because I wanted it to happen, and I think it's entertaining for the story, and it just hasn't come up that much yet, other than making him fucking nigh invincible.
Yeah, really.
So, hey, he's benefiting from that for reasons. Like, as far as Garm knows, Garm was always this tough. Garm just living best life as usual currently.
I'm just gonna, I feel it, and I just feel it chip off of me. I'm just gonna look at the man and just go, the wave comes for you next.
Yeah.
If I was him, I would shit myself.
Sounds fair.
And
okay.
then I turn my attention back to the man in front of me.
The guy who just fired an arrow at you yells across the room, boop, to the knight behind you. And more or less says something along the lines of like, flank him, I'll give you cover, I'll cover you. Flank him, I'll cover you. There you go. He uses his leadership buff and gives it to the knight behind you. So just a reminder so that I'm not losing track and someone else can remind me in case I do. The knights on either side of Garm currently both have a leadership die bonus. And the knight next to Sir Pluto that charged across the room towards Bono also has this bonus.
How can he have a leadership bonus? The person that was giving him leadership literally got eviscerated.
Inaccurate. The one who gave him that first leadership is actually the crossbow guy at the opposite end of the corner near you. On your side of the river. That was actually the guy who gave him that ability.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The guy you killed never got to use his. You just killed him. I don't even think he got a turn. His turn was activating you and you killed him. He parried your first 2 attacks and then you killed him before he got to go.
Damn.
Yes.
That's rough, buddy.
He threw a net over you, went to kick you over, and then you fucking went off on him, basically.
Yes, that pleases Garm. Garm is happy.
Okay. And then this guy on this side goes to reload his heavy crossbow. All right, it is now the knight who is behind Garm, who again does the little awkward duck that they do. And because he's distracted and dealing with a problem, he's not looking down the hall where Rafe is. Because this is Fish Knight, by the way. Fish Knight is just kind of a little addled, and he's focusing on current problems. He's not expecting more people to show up.
I mean, technically, would you, a demon, and his potential skeleton undead minion have just appeared?
Yeah, in your room. Yeah, I'd be tackling that too. It makes sense. This is why it's happening. He does the same little awkward plate armor shuffle that they all do to get under the river, and pops up.
Shrink tonk.
Yeah.
Do any more fish slap at him as he passes by? Or are all the fish now dead and die?
Odds or evens?
Let's go odds this time.
Yes, one more fish manages as he goes under to flop down out of the river and land like somewhere in the back of his coat, like under his armor, and it's just flopping around on, like behind his neck.
That's amazing.
Not really doing anything, but it certainly is adding flavor. It, however, maybe alerts you to the sound of something wet slapping metal behind you. Right as a knight pops up overhead and swings his greatsword down behind you. You are currently being flanked. This gives him advantage on attacking you. So I'm gonna roll 2 d20s. Garm, your AC is 17?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you for the reminder. And one of those was a natural 20.
Oh, you suck. I do have danger sense. Let me double check what danger sense
by all means.
entails.
By all means.
Nope, that does not affect me. That helps me with dexterity saving throws. Shame.
Okay. So he is gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for his normal amount of damage. Not bad. That's brain math 11. Now his max damage from getting a nat 20 is 15. So he does 26 damage to you, of which slashing, yes, you have your advantage, your resistance. So you take 13 slashing damage as the guy behind you brings his sword down into your spine.
That sounds bad.
Please mark that on your sheet.
That was 13, so that puts me there. 70 HP to go.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna reserve his leadership dice until needed.
Did you say that we can no longer use hit die during combat?
Yeah, I realized that was me just kind of completely misunderstanding how they were supposed to be used for a while. It's hit dice are your ability to heal during rests, and that's the reason you take a long rest, is to recharge your hit dice so that during short rests you can heal. It's kind of the entire reason you short rest, is to regain some healing. That's it. Yeah. There are abilities and other spells and things that some classes have that let you use hit dice or take advantage of them outside of... Night, Scotty. Have a good one.
Bye, Scotty.
Also, I said, my bad. Good night, Rob. Have a good one. I misread in opposite order.
Bye, Rob.
Hello, Scotty. I'm glad you're still here, I think. Yeah, I see that now. I just read it in backwards order because my brain is dumb. All right. So yeah, that's the whole thing with hit dice. Unless you have an ability that says otherwise, it's for short resting and healing up during that. This is why healing spells do still matter. Cure wounds and all that. Okay, so he lands his first attack against you, and yes, I did say first because these knights also have multi-attack. It's just most of them have been using crossbows so far, which kind of hampers that a bit. Wow, I rolled the exact same thing. That's kind of funny. Also, I didn't roll that privately. Oops. What's up?
What lycanthropy am I die again? I'm a wolf, right?
Yeah, just normal. That's because that's what you got infected by. It's just normal werewolf lycanthropy.
Okay.
I think as far as regular D&D is concerned, that's the only actual normal one. I think all of the other whatevers are from an expansion book or completely just kind of an agreed upon homebrew thing. Because I know like werebores and other things like have agreed upon like this is their abilities, whatever. But I don't know what book that comes from. So
Probably
a
the monster
7
one.
plus 5 makes that a 12. Nope, can't reach it with the die, so I'm not going to use his die yet. Alright. The second attack bounces off of your naturally resistant magic nonsense bones. But something is stabbing at your back with a sword. And that is his turn. Hey, Rafe, guess what? It's your turn.
Yes. And then after my turn,
It'll be Vera.
I'm also gonna have to call it because not only does Nick need to go to bed, I also need to go to bed.
Okie dokie.
But I'm gonna do my turn before I forget what I want to do.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
So the funny person in me really wants Rafe to leap out and scream out like Billy Mays, "Bitch, there's more!"
Good. Can do.
But realistically, I know Rafe's like, hey, they don't know I'm here yet.
Hey, sneak attack.
This dumb Addlebrain hasn't noticed me. He went under and is now on the side that I was already prepared to leap to.
Yep. You're about to become a backpack.
It's like, let's wreck his day.
Exactly.
So, let me look here at my sheet real quick.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to know your sneak attack damage.
Yes.
Which should be quite a bit.
Yes.
I think it's like a d6 per level plus something.
Yeah, hang on here. I wrote way too small.
You're good.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
You just reminded me. I have a rogue character sheet somewhere near me. I can look it up.
I got it.
What level are you?
My sneak attack is a 4d6 plus 2.
You're 8th level?
Yes.
Okay.
And I also have my dagger at the ready, so my attack bonus on.
Yeah, you do the dagger damage and attack bonus, all that jazz. Then you also do sneak attack if the attack lands, all that jazz.
Yep.
Is that what you're going for?
I believe so. I also have an advantage on attack roll.
Yeah, you'd have that because you're flanking him and he doesn't know you're there.
I also have the feature of sneak attack. It does the 1d6 extra damage with advantage on attack roll.
No. It's the read of that is when you have advantage. It's any time you have advantage, that's when you're allowed to use sneak attack.
Oh.
It doesn't give you advantage. You just it's triggered by having advantage. Yeah.
Got it.
Anytime you have advantage on an attack roll, you're allowed to use the sneak attack and get that extra damage in.
Got you.
Yeah.
Makes sense. My brain's sleepy.
It's okay.
Anyway, so I am rolling for what?
So
Stealth?
I'm gonna guess you ride your boat to here, and then what? You don't even need to roll for stealth. You can, but once you attack the sky, you're not stealthed anymore, so it doesn't really matter.
That's true. All right, let me grab this here.
We're getting there.
So wait.
Also, hi Ryan.
I murdered someone.
Yeah.
So when I roll this, I just roll a d20, or do I get bonus? What?
So you have advantage. So you roll 2 d20s and you take the highest result.
Yes.
So 14. And.
But do I not get like
15? You also get your attack bonus with your knife. Your short swords, whichever one you're using.
Dagger, which is plus 5, so 20.
A dirty 20.
Yep. So dirty 20, exactly as he said.
Yep.
And that's basically your chance to hit. And you hit. That's a hit. That gets above his armor class.
Hooray!
Yes, it is.
Accurate.
Okay.
So now you roll normal dagger damage, which will be whatever that says.
1d4
plus something.
Plus 3 piercing.
Cool.
So, 1. Wait. Is that? Yeah, okay. Whee!
Okay,
Alright, so 6.
And now you roll all of your sneak attack damage, which is where rogues get all their damage in.
What? Wait. Oh! Well, shit. I meant to do 4 of these.
That's okay. You can still click on multiples if you just want to drop that one and then make the others.
Alright. How do I...
You just click the dice multiple times before throwing it. Like the image of the d6, click that 3 times and you should see. Yeah. There you go.
Whee! Alright, cool.
Cool. So...
so it's 46 plus 2.
18.
20. So 20 on top of your original 6, so that's 26 damage.
Yay.
Okay, cool. That is actually quite literally exactly half of his life.
Nice.
You stab this man in the back after you leap out of your boat. How would you like to give any flair to this attack beyond what I've just said?
When I leap out of the boat, I want to just fly at him with this dagger. Just be like, yeah!
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, and you land behind him, stabbing him in the back. And very likely... yeah, you could... Well, she could have specified she wanted to try that, but now that's kind of... She's out of the boat now. She can try and push him into the water, which is totally something all of you can do with anybody who's near this shit. Pushing is a thing.
Well, I do have a small question.
Go ahead.
So... since I have stabbed him and I haven't let go of my dagger yet, can that technically be considered a grapple?
Normally it would be, unless you're stating your purpose is you're trying to use that as like a literal grip point and then trying to pull them aside. Yes, you've stabbed them, but like the current timing isn't knife is still in him in the back. You just stab him and pull it out, and then you're ready to go and do another attack. You don't like remain in the motion of like, I have stabbed you. A knife is in your back currently. You can say that you would like to then try and grapple and push him into the water. You can totally do that.
Well, no, because I was thinking, because in order to bite him...
You have to grapple.
I have to grapple first.
Yes,
That's why I was asking. Gotcha. So I was like,
technically
while
different.
I stab him with the one hand, it'd be awesome if I could just like bite him in the other shoulder.
So
technically different.
Technically, Ashley hasn't moved. The boat's done all the moving.
I was. I had already thought of that and was going to say it if it came up. Yeah, your movement has not been used yet, so you still have a second action to use.
So I could just use that action to grapple him.
Correct.
You want to just do a second sneak attack?
I mean, yeah, that too, because you're still technically flanking the guy.
Not only that, you don't need advantage. You just another enemy just has to be within 5 feet of.
It's a weird, redundant rule in D&D. You have advantage because of that. Like, because you and an ally are... you're not literally... You have advantage because you're flanking him. If you were standing side by side, not flanking him, you can still also sneak attack, because the idea is, like, the enemy's dealing with focusing on 2 people coming at him at the same time. But yeah, you either way, yes, you still have sneak attack damage bonus if you wish to try and just stab him again.
I mean... So basically I would just be like, stab, pull it out, and then stab again real fast.
Yep, exactly.
Let's do that.
Sure.
I feel like that'll do more damage, because...
Very likely. You took half his life in one hit. You could very easily kill him. You also might roll a nat 20.
Well, let's find out. So... Doodly-doodly-doo. Or I could...
Hey, thanks for stopping by, Ryan. Sleep well and have a good night.
Good night. Thank you for hanging. Alright, let's see.
Okay, that's a 12. Plus whatever your bonus
5. So...
17.
Yep. Does
roll
it
again. You have advantage still, so go ahead and roll your other d20. Yeah, because again, I'm in my head. You've jumped out of the boat behind this guy, and he's dealing with you and Garm. Okay.
Well, the first roll was the best one. So.
It was. So 12 plus 5. Those are your bonuses.
Yep. So 17.
17 just barely doesn't do it. You go to throw another stab in, and it catches in his armor, and it doesn't quite purchase.
This son of a bitch.
Yep. That's how it happens sometimes.
Oh well. Well.
Still in the water.
No,
Since I didn't.
There's not really space for her. She hopped out of it, like landing behind him. Essentially, there's just not really space.
You can just put her like to the side.
Yeah, like right there.
I know.
Well, I mean, I was fine being there, but that's okay.
It's fine.
So here's a question. Since I didn't use my movement and I didn't use the spare action.
You just did. That second attack was the spare action.
I thought we got 3 things. Oh wait, no, we get 1 move, 1 action, and 1 free action.
Yeah.
I get extra because I actually have a skill called extra attack.
Yeah. No, never mind. I got you. I got you.
And then some things are bonus actions. So if you have an ability that says you can use a bonus action to do whatever, you have a floating bonus action. You have a reaction as well, technically. That's a whole thing.
Yeah. No, that was
Those happen when it's not your turn. Yeah. That's fine.
You're an assassin, right, Ashley?
No.
What is your rogue subclass?
Oh wait.
Because at this point, you definitely should have picked one.
I actually might be an assassin. I think I am. Why was that something that my dumbass didn't write down?
It's okay. We can tackle this later when you have time.
Yeah.
True.
Well, is that good for now then?
Yes. I end my turn, and I need.
I have heart eyes on accident.
Go. What?
Yes, I did. Whoops.
And I need to go to bed.
Okay.
Can we finish Vera's turn? Because I want to see how Vera.
Yeah.
Sure.
We can do Vera.
We can do that as well. That's fine. All right, I'll make that quick.
Human soldier's turn. I'm curious to see.
I mean, I'd be happy to keep playing. I know. Strength check. If with perfect timing she manages to stabilize in the water.
Oh, thank God.
Let's see, Dex check. And with equally perfect bad timing, she continues to not be able to get into the kayak. So, the water carries her on her way to, let's say, here. That's 30. Whoops, I clicked. Okay, there we go.
And yes, by the way, to answer y'all's question, I did in fact pick assassin.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I finally found it where I wrote it down, so.
Sounds good.
Wait, you're a merchant who's an assassin?
I'm a rogue.
That fits for rogues. For merchants.
Yeah.
How do you think I get all my wares?
D&D is cutthroat, and she is a gnoll. She is from a tribe of technically, normally, wandering thieves, but hers are different. Wandering bandits in a literal sense.
Yes. Gnoll has wares if you have coin.
Vera finally manages to stabilize and get her head above water and to swim upright right as she comes out into the open and sees everyone's fighting and is like, okay, oh god, hold on, wait, I'm on the wrong one. Okay guys, I'm here. Oh god, where are all these people? Oh god. Basically.
She sees my gut.
Yeah, your guts aren't literally hanging out. You just got a bit of an open wound. You're not that injured yet. I mean, you are, but you know. Well, goddamn. I don't even know where to start with what Vera should try and do for a good attack. So I might go with, one of the more destructive things that exists. Let me try.
She comes out, we're fighting, Bono's backed up against a corner, there's just fish laying about everywhere, flopping to death.
Exactly. I am going to check a spell real quick.
I'm screaming about the Wave Father.
I heard
That was
just the distant.
perfect
Damn it.
timing.
That is pretty good. Alrighty, let's see. Hey, look, I actually need the sphere for once. Let's pick right there. Oh, wow, 20 feet's a lot of space.
Yep.
Oh, wow, 20 feet's a lot of space. I see why players get caught in their own fireballs a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. It's a lot of space.
I mean, you can... Jesus, you are right. I mean, this room's only 30 feet across, so you know.
You're right. I'm trying to see if I can even remotely get this where I'm not just gonna fucking catch half of you in it. Okay, what if I center it like over here? There we go.
Just.
Yeah, that seems good, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but you're centering it in the water, unless I guess you could put it above it.
Yeah. It kind of doesn't matter. It hits everything in the sphere. You know, I've always known the joke that Fireball is a little silly and tends to get a lot of people hurt. But I didn't know it was this fire. Like, I didn't know it was, you know, this visual really helps.
Right.
So am I safe? It looks like I'm
You
safe.
are. I'm trying to see if I can angle it to catch enough people. I think this is the most people I can catch that doesn't involve you guys being in it.
Is Pluto involved in it?
Yeah, it's half over him. Yeah, I'd say.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there then. This is gonna hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Nice.
Vera sees that you guys are all in a lot of trouble. And this is more people than we've run into in this entire game so far. And Vera also sees that they're all well armored, and she makes a very quick decision that she's going to use, as a warlock, one of her 2 spell slots to fill this room with fire. And because she's a warlock, she gets to cast this at the highest spell level she can, because she only gets 2, which I believe is currently a 4th level spell? It is.
Jesus.
So she's gonna cast Fireball at 4th level.
At 4th level.
So let's real quick. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot level above 3rd. Aw, that's a shame. So it's not that much more.
Each creature makes a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
And it takes 8d6 on a failed save.
That is correct. 8d6 plus 1 for it being 4.
Yeah, well, in this case, it would
so
be
9d6. Yeah.
On a failed save, or
Yeah.
it still takes
half as damage. Yeah. Fire spreads around corners. It ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. Wow, there's so many flammable objects in this area. That entire table.
Really?
Some of those beds that Manny's standing on.
Oh
Well,
dear.
not the one I'm on.
Yeah, correct.
We're
But the
good.
three
I have
three
time
next
to
to you
move.
are correct. I'm just getting that exactly. You got where I was going.
I wonder if there's fire tiles in this game.
No, there definitely aren't. I'll just try and drop something to like remind myself that that's what's happening.
You can drop
So-
some braziers.
Yeah, I'll see if I find something to drop as a reminder when it's necessary. But real quick, I'm just gonna get this 96. And yeah, dex saving throw.
Come on, Max.
All right.
9 straight 6s.
Let's do it. Shit. Where did?
I put my vote in for a public roll, so we just see how much chaos this could happen.
That's fine.
I kind of would love to see that too.
Here's the thing.
That's fine by
We
me.
need to. Oh, I can blow it out.
This is true. Technically, I think you got hit. We should have had you roll for Constitution, but your wind wall is still happening. Your like wind tunnel, I believe, was still happening
yeah.
unless I guess
Oh, yeah,
retroactively.
I'm gonna go ahead and say like I think that's dead.
Dropped. Yeah.
Yeah, after I got stabbed
and feared briefly. Yeah.
Feared. Yeah, like my concentration got shot at the intimidation alone.
Yeah, we'll do that. I definitely think I forgot one of these archers. No, the one in front of you hasn't gotten to move yet. He was just in a really awkward spot in the initiative order. The other guy who should have got blown by it hasn't even had a turn yet.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, well, that's fine. All right, yep, there's just gonna be a fireball that goes off right there. Let's go ahead and roll everyone's dex saves. So let's go ahead and roll, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 knights are all gonna roll their dex saves. And they have a +0 to that, so that's good. So let's check out, let's check out how all of these go. And the number they need to beat is 16. And none of them make it. Sick.
Oh, man.
All right. And now we're gonna roll Pluto's. Mr. Pluto, and you have you also don't have a dex save, but you do have a +2. Damn, that's not great. That's a 4.
Damn.
Well, with that, I'm going to say, as fire engulfs the room, I'll roll for damage after, but as fire is about to engulf a significant portion of this room, and it reaches Pluto, he has a trait called Indomitable.
Oh boy.
Twice a day, he gets to re-roll failed saving throws. So he is going to take that and try again. And he rolled a 14. I'm gonna save his other one. So he's just gonna take some of this damage. All right.
So everyone takes 9d6.
Yep, that is correct.
I'm looking for 9 sixes. 9 sixes.
9d6. Do I add my spellcasting modifier damage to that, or is it just flat 90? Yeah. No, it just says 96, I guess. Do I add the...
No, you
do add it.
Spell attack bonus? Yeah.
If you do have a spell attack bonus there.
So +8 on top of that, whatever I'm about to roll.
Ooh.
Whee! That's a lot of 5s.
Oh.
All right, +8. So that
41.
is 41 points of being on fire. And that happened to this guy, whose health is currently 42. So the guy in front of Garm is alive at 1 HP.
Jesus. So he's like not really.
Yeah, he gets singed to the point that he's just focusing on not dying. He's like, feeling how hot his armor is and is upset. Yes.
I really wanted one of their cloaks and nothing.
Yeah,
I just wanted to play soldier. I didn't actually.
Oh, you know what?
This.
Hold on. Who had... hold on. I'm gonna... He's back up to 42. I need to pay attention. Slightly better. Who here had... It's just him. Just the guy in front of Garm had a D4. He gets to add. It still doesn't do it. That's still not enough. The highest roll was an 11. His leadership bonus that was given to him, he technically has a D4 that can also be used on saving throws. It still wouldn't have saved him.
So even with the damage I did to him, he survives with 1 hit point.
Correct. Yep.
Damn.
That's not good.
These guys are chunky.
I have a spell.
41.
So
I will say everyone that was in this fire, I haven't gotten to Pluto yet, but all of the normal knights that were in this fireball are nearly dead.
A bunch of people screaming and on fire.
Yes, quite. Yep, and you... Nope, that's the wrong way. And Mr. Pluto... Oh, you're not flying. Wow, you have a lot of health. Do you have any resistances? You do not. All right, Mr. Pluto takes 41 points of damage, putting him at a nice whopping, still not even bloodied.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
I wouldn't be surprised if he has easily over like 150 hit points.
Yeah, something around there.
I think he's gonna whip our asses.
Well, his knights were certainly gonna help, and half of his knights just got charbroiled to almost dead. So,
Thank God.
Yeah, and we'll
Vera's
leave it there.
Finally pulling her weight.
She did a big ol' spell. She said,
good.
"Burn, motherfucker, burn."
And she's still floating along in the river. In the river.
Correct. Yes, she is still in the river for sure. Yeah, she's just gonna fireball, and then I'm gonna say, I'm gonna dex roll this just for humor reasons. Nice. She manages to fall out of the water, prone over here.
Nice. Poor Vera.
The fireball gives her a little momentum.
Yes. Just like, help.
At least she's on dry land now.
Yeah, she is sad, wet, on the ground, but slightly internally going, I set everything on fire. And that will be it for our stream. I will, after the stream, try and find a way to mark that the chair, the table, and 3 of the beds have currently caught fire.
I mean, I don't know, man. The table and the chairs just took 41 points of damage.
I don't think there's anything left.
Are they just cinders?
Like, they would have
Probably.
exploded into pieces.
Very well could be the case. But I don't currently have the ability to hide map objects, so they're just going to be there for now.
That works.
Man,
All right.
1 more point of damage.
Yep. That man is standing, barely alive, looking at you. Like, oh damn. Suddenly he's looking at you, holding his ground, and then he just becomes engulfed in fire from behind for reasons he doesn't know. And continues standing within an inch of his life.
Right? He's holding on at 1 HP. I would think he's holding on just by sheer guts and willpower at this point.
Exactly. All right. Well, that will be the end of our stream. As I know
fun.
you need to go.
Yep. Yep, I got meds to take and bedtime to reach.
Yeah. All good.
But
Well,
that was fun.
I hope you recover and feel better soon. And to anyone watching this, thank you for everyone who stopped by. And
Yes.
to all our friends and others that dropped by, I appreciate your time. And anyone who watches the VOD later, I don't know, reach out and tell me about it. Still haven't had anybody do it yet, and I'm just going to keep leaving this message at the end of VODs until somebody does. You can message me on Twitter. Anyway.
Yes, but thank you for stopping by.
Yeah.
We enjoyed chat.
Great job, everyone. I don't know. Right now, I feel like Vera just pulled the majority of that fight, so.
Yeah, I think Vera totally kicked ass.
Yeah.
She did a
Hey,
great
Seb
job.
insta-killed a guy and blew him up.
That's fast.
True.
Magic water.
How much damage? Like in an AoE?
Given that Rafe only had a turn, she got a guy down to half health with that one turn.
Technically with one stab.
Yeah, with one attack, you know? Like, y'all did
Y'all
stuff.
are highly effective.
Bono essentially pulled aggro, which not maybe his job, but it
Whoops.
still worked. And also, he had a good initiation plan that really fucked up. And actually, like, at least 2 people, you guys got out of position in this fight because of your weird antics around the fish and around Bono sneaking in as a spider.
Shout out to the fish.
Yeah,
Yes.
mad props to those fish. I'm not gonna lie, that was probably some of my favorite laugh moments where, like, after the original pile of fish slapped around, and then Seb kept asking, are there any fish left? And
Like, well.
both times that he asked, there was a fish left, and it was just perfect. Like, perfect just comedy. I loved it.
If
It was
Bono,
great.
if Garm could hear the fish in his head, he would hear them screaming, "For the waves!" As they die.
It.
As they literally throw their lives away, jumping out of the only thing they can breathe.
Has this disturbed the natural flow of this river at all?
The large fireball explosion technically has no force to it. It's just everything becomes engulfed in fire. So there's probably an extra bit of steam and uncomfortable heat again that you guys were just getting away from.
As the room of the temperature goes up by whatever the temperature of a fireball is.
Well,
Yeah,
whoever
exactly.
is wet is gonna dry off sooner.
Yeah,
True.
sort of. Vera. Pretty much. All right.
That was fun.
Well, that is where we can call it for the night. Thanks for joining me as always, guys. I'm glad you were able to be here, and I hope you had a fun time with D&D. Gonna go ahead and end the stream.
Yes.